Lucasfilm setting its new co-president is Kathleen Kennedy on the out. Plus, we got that new Doomsday trailer, not the leak, the official, which is bigger and better than ever. I see you, X-Men. Plus, it's Mikey, Christmas, and I today on the Kristian Harloff Show. Here we go. Wow. She almost did it, but she doesn't have the right lower third. Let me tell you something, Mikey.
What's that?
It is hard to be a tech genius like myself.
That's why I let you guys do that. I don't worry about that stuff.
It's like you have to be able to hit multiple buttons at once. And that's what she said. And I can't.
Now, is it because I've been on his screen before? Is it just you clicking on the buttons on this little kind of like square that's around the screen, or do you have your own little setup that you got to push?
No, it's the buttons on the screen, but it's like when you put in the intro and then you have to bring both of us up at the same time, but then you have to bring in a different overlay at the same time, which is our lower third, which is different than the lower third that was there. And there isn't, I don't know the way without a TriCaster to set up what the next scene is. There is a way to do it here, but I don't know the way to do it here. So it's a slow roll, and everybody's got to be super patient with me, but not that patient with me because Mikey was the reigning champion from 2 weeks ago. I am the reigning champion from this week, and now we're joining forces, and so we don't want patience as much as we want support. Send in those super chats, baby. We're trying to take out that 53 from Roca. Who was he with? He was with somebody yesterday.
I think with Winston, right?
Winston. What's crazy that you guys don't know, and then we will, of course, get into this Kathleen Kennedy story, which Kristian is so bummed to miss out on, but I have an audio message from him.
He normally doesn't text us except for, hey, good luck on the show today. But he's like, fuck, I'm pissed. Can't be there. Because I know he's got thoughts.
He just sent the audio message. He just sent it in. So
I didn't.
We haven't listened to it. Hopefully he doesn't.
Boy.
There's a 59-second one. And then there's a 41-second one. So we will get to that so that you guys get Kristian's thoughts. But we have seen Kristian in person, which is really cool. I don't know if anybody's talked to you. No, because he wasn't on the show yesterday. You guys may or may not know. Kristian was in Los Angeles for the Critics' Choice Awards, which Mike and my friend and Kristian's friend Brad Gilmore took me to. So I got to see him there. But the night before, Mike, Shannon, myself, Winston, Jen Sturger, Ash Crosnan, other people. I'm missing people, I'm sure. We all went to grab a drink with Kristian, which was so cool. I haven't seen him in person when did he move?
A year and a half ago, at least. I want to say it was like the summer of 24. I think.
Summer 69.
But it's so weird. Like I see him once a week. At least I talk to him all the time. It just feels weird that I hadn't seen him in that long. Because I feel like I see him every single week. And I do, technically. Just not in person.
Who else was? Oh, Snyder was there.
Ian Schneider. I can't say it as good as he does. Jeff Schneider.
I have to tell you, and now that he's not here, we know he'll never listen to the show. I don't like the way he says his name.
Well, Harloff will never watch this show, or Schneider will never watch the show.
Both.
Okay. But you don't like the way he's. I don't. It's a thing. It's his thing. I don't know what it. I don't know. I don't know what it's from. I don't know what it's from.
He's adding letters.
Schneider.
It's not
like
Schneider. It's not Schneider.
But I think he's saying it in like a character. Jeff Schneider.
Yeah, but what if it was like Roxy Schreider? That's not my last name.
I'd say like Roxy Striner. I added an N to your name.
Like if it was Mike Shalanowskon.
I think he's just adding. I think his accent that he's doing is adding some words, some letters. So you know him. He marches to his own fucking beat. He don't give a shit.
Fine. You love Kristian now. Okay. I can't make fun of him at all. Okay. This is his show with his name on the banner. Okay. Just kidding. I do too. It was actually really nice to see him. And I got to see Sadie too, his lovely wife. At one point during the Critics' Choice Awards, I went out to go to the bathroom and I see Sadie carrying 2 glasses of wine, 2 pints of ice cream, and coming back into the Critics' Choice. I was like,
they serve pints of ice cream there?
Yes, they have. There's barely any food at the Critics' Choice Awards. Okay, brief aside. There's not enough food at the Critics' Choice Awards. There's Wetzel's Pretzels and there's Cold Stone Creamery, and it's a long. You go there from 1 p.m. till 7 p.m. and there's a lot of booze. You're hungry. Jeez. You're hungry. She thought there was going to be burgers. I guess in previous years there used to be burgers. There's no burgers anymore. So I saw her walking in with all of the wine and all of the Cold Stone. I took a picture. I sent it to Kristian. I said, "Your wife is a legend." I mean, just incredible.
You'd think for as elite as Hollywood is or wants to be, they'd have a little bit like, was this the, wait, hold on a second. Were you in the same room with DiCaprio?
Yes.
Is that the same room? Okay. So isn't it going viral? Like the food they served, it looked terrible.
It was, I don't know if it went viral. So when you sit down, there's a plate.
Yeah.
Sorry, Luke. Sorry, Kristian. Sorry, the people. Let's talk about it. Mike and I do whatever we want. We will get to Lucasfilms. We will. We're not going to start there because it's Mike and I. So we're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about. Hopefully you guys give us that support anyway, and you love us for who we are. So I've never been to the Critics' Choice Awards, so I didn't know that this is like a weird setup. So what happens, you walk in after the carpet, and you are jammed into one room of sardines. Like there's thousands of people in this one holding room. I'm going to say like 2,000 people in one holding room. And in the holding room, there's a bar, there's Wetzel pretzel stand, and there's Cold Stone. So and a tequila station. And that's what's in this room.
What the fuck is the randomness?
So that's what's randomness. And that's where like everybody's mingling. Like there's no distinction between critics and celebs. All the celebs are in there. All the critics are in there. They're all talking to each other. And a lot of the celebs are going up to the critics and thanking them. The people that they know are voting members of the CCA. So, so I don't know if we're in trouble yet, but I do see that Luke has entered the studio. Luke, shoot me a private message if Kristian says we're in trouble. Okay, so that's what we do. And then they usher you into the big room. So it's at the hangar in Santa Monica, the airport. So it's a big airport hangar.
Yeah, I know where that is. Yeah.
And they do this unbelievable job inside of designing it. So it's all black with these little lights that look like stars. And it looks gorgeous. They do a great job. But then everybody's tables are kind of all over the place. Like it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 175, 29. And like trying to find your table, very difficult. So when we finally found our table, at the table is this plate. And this is the one plate that they bring to your table the whole time. And on the plate is some like 5 grapes, 2 little things of cheese, which I'm allergic to, 2 carrots, and a little scoop of hummus and a cracker. So that's what's on the plate for dinner.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio, I think someone like they took a picture of him, but the plate was there and everyone was focused on the plate. I was like, that's fucking, what are they going to Trader Joe's for your fucking charcuterie board there?
So here's what I will say. Beggars can't be choosers. Insane. I'm not even invited to this event. I'm a +1 to this event. So who am I to talk about what's on the plate? But I did think it was a little funny. And then they come to clear your plate. So I was like, oh, now they're going to bring the course. And then what they do is they bring you a little thing of Wetzel's pretzels. It's this big.
But now let me ask you this:
3 mini pretzels. That's what's in the little.
But if you wanted to go to Wetzel's Pretzels in the back, outside in the lobby, could you go there throughout the evening and just get more?
So I tried, and they said we are now serving the Wetzel's Pretzels inside. I said, I know, I got 3 of them. I'm still hungry. Can I have more? And they said, possibly later. So what did I do? For the first time in a decade, I filled up on Cold Stone Creamery. I was fucking hungry. I was very hungry.
What about the lactose intolerant people? There got to be a lot of people in that room. That's some bullshit.
I couldn't eat the cheese. I was sick from the Cold Stone for sure. I do not do well with dairy. I'm a Jew. None of us do well with dairy. I was like, ooh, put the toppings on.
So now the Cold Stone you could keep going back to.
Cold Stone you could keep going back to.
That is a messed up
and
setup.
They have 4 flavors for the Cold Stone.
Okay.
So here's what I'll say. The event was amazing. It was so cool to be a part of, and like being in the room and hearing the speeches and seeing how it works between commercials and all the celebs. Like at one point I see Benicio del Toro standing by himself, completely by himself, doing nothing. And he was just standing there. And I walked up, I was like, I think you're incredible. And he was like, thank you so much. Just by himself in a corner. Same thing with Ethan Hawke. Like everybody's just standing, waiting to be approached and talked to. I didn't take any pictures with anybody because I know people do that, but it just wasn't my jam at this. But I was happy to have really nice conversations with people. I had a beautiful conversation with Matthew Rhys, who I've loved for years. He was so funny and lovely.
Is he from The Americans?
Yes, exactly. That's what I love him from. But he was hysterical. He was there with his childhood best friend, and they were chatting up a storm with us. It was really nice to have these really great conversations with people that you followed careers for a long time. But the food was trash, and the sardine part of it made me a little bit like claustrophobic at the beginning. I was like, I legitimately cannot move, and this I feel tight. But then once everything opened up, I was like, okay, this is cool. All right. That's not what any of this is about. Today is about Kathleen Kennedy. But like, is it really about Kathleen Kennedy? We will talk about it. Mikey, I'm nervous for this story. And before I get into it, I will tell you why. I'm nervous for the story because I feel like this story has been 10 years in the making. Yeah. And there's no possible way that people are going to be kind about this story. Well, I don't know that conversations can be civil about this story. So
I don't know the full story, so I'm going to listen to you read it.
Okay. And we will do our best.
Yeah, go for it.
And everybody keep on your kind pants. And that is what we shall do. All right. Coming from our man G-Man over at Dark Horizons, Lucasfilm sets its new co-president. Dave Filoni and Lin-Wen Brennan are reportedly set to replace Kathleen Kennedy as the new co-president of Lucasfilm, according to a new Puck News report. The outlet claims that in the next week or two, Disney is reportedly set to finally confirm that the pair will take over from Kennedy when she steps down from her role as president. Much like with James Gunn and Peter Safran over at DC Studios, the plan here is to let Filoni handle the creative decisions across film, television, and other media, while Brennan will handle business and operational sides of the company. Filoni has long been seen as the natural successor to Kennedy and currently serves as Lucasfilm's chief creative officer. Brennan is the current president and general manager of Lucasfilm Business. Kennedy's exit has been rumored for more than a year now, but has never resulted in anything concrete. Some of those outlets have even had to walk back those previous reports publicly. It's at the point now, no one is quite sure it'll happen until an actual press release hits the official site. If she is exiting, it follows over a decade of her leading Lucasfilm, with her publicist reportedly preparing a farewell tour for the media. Kennedy's tenure has been marked by highs such as acclaimed Andor, Rogue One, Mandalorian, box office success like Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and games like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It has also been marred by lows, including multiple abandoned projects, the rough production, and subsequent box office flame out of Solo, a fandom far more divided and negative, that's for sure, than it has ever been, and mixed and or divided reception to various TV efforts such as The Acolyte, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Ahsoka, along with the soft reception to Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. All right, Mikey, with our most civil pants on, I'm coming to you. Of the two of us, you are certainly our resident Star Wars dude. How do you feel about this? Do you think that it is true? And do you think that these two successors are the right choice?
Okay, let's get into this. Well, yes, when they talk about the Kennedy thing, this has been going on, they said a decade. It just feels like, because there's been such a roller coaster and Star Wars was so, I guess now it has been 10 years since Force Awakens, or just 10 years ago. So that seems crazy. But that was a massive hit. I mean, all the Star Wars films have been hits financially. There have some, even Solo, which I don't think got close to like the trilogy films as box office. I think it made money. I could be wrong, but I think it made money. So there's been, but then the Indiana Jones was, in that article it said soft reception. I mean, I think that's a putting it mildly. That was
Yeah.
and see, I think that's the one that cost like $400 million or $450 million.
Exactly.
So a massive, hit. And so there's been the ups and downs. She has had her wins, and like anyone, but if you look at her history as a producer, it's an incredible legacy. So I think the thought Harloff and I've always had was she was going to go out on a high note. We always said if Indiana Jones did what we thought it was going to do, we thought that movie would kill. She'll leave on that. She'll go, okay, I'm out. I'm done. But it seems like I don't know of a surefire hit of what she would leave on now. Like we've got Mandalorian Grogu. I think that'll do okay. I don't think it's going to be.
You don't think that will be successful enough for her to leave?
Here's the thing. Disney Plus has done something that I don't really see happening on other streamers. Like Disney it's still a powerhouse, and what they do are still powerhouse films. For every bomb they have a $1 billion film. But they've conditioned their audiences to wait for Disney Plus. And when you've got a show that we were introduced to on Disney Plus that was season 4 of a Disney Plus series that they said, you know what, make it a movie. How many people will be there? If you've got Star Wars in your bio, you're going to be there championing this film. But the general audiences that this film needs to grab that pay $180 a year for Disney Plus, they're going to wait at home. It's what they did with Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, Captain America. People talk like, oh, Doomsday's going to save the MCU. Doomsday's an outlier. It's like Spider-Man or Daredevil and Wolverine. Like those films they break the Disney Plus streaming thing. People want it because they're event films. You've got to be there to see it. But it's these smaller ones. Yeah.
If we're keeping this to, do you think the story is true? And do you think that these two are the right successors? Are you yes and no? Are you yes and yes?
I think this is true. 100% think it's true. 10 years ago, I would have said this is awesome news. But in the interim, and Harloff, he'll say his thoughts because I know exactly what he's going to say. He was a Dave Filoni cheerleader from the beginning, but Filoni is so steeped in the lore of Star Wars and he's so attached to Lucas's vision of it. He's very, and he's what I call insider baseball. He knows so much, and he created so much of the beloved Star Wars universe with Clone Wars and Ahsoka, but he's so attached to that. So like his shows that he did, Ahsoka stuff, like it was so insider baseball. If you didn't watch the Clone Wars stuff, you're like, what's going on here? So to put your guy in charge, that you have to get my parents involved. You have to get, my best friend's kids that are 9 involved.
Yeah, but cute little baby.
That only goes so far, Rocks. Like
for the kids, I think it goes pretty far.
Yeah, but it's like BB-8 was supposed to be the new R2-D2, and he kind of went by the wayside. And Grogu was a hit. I mean, Grogu was a massive hit. Like they nailed that. But also, it screwed themselves because then they tried to shoehorn him in any chance they got. They separated Mando and Grogu, and which should have been awesome. And then next time we saw them, they're back together. Never mind, we got them back together. Oh, now they're going to be in a movie together. And like the whole point of those two characters was Mando was returning Grogu to where he was supposed to go. And then audiences loved him. So now they're attached to the hip forever now.
Before we get to what Kristian thinks on this, because Mikey and I haven't heard what Kristian thinks, so I'm excited to play those voice notes. But do you know anything about, like, I understand this completely wrecks my credibility. Not that I have Star Wars credibility anyway, but Lin-Wen Brennan is not a name I know. Do you know?
I've never heard that name.
Okay.
Never.
So maybe Kristian will have some thoughts for us on that. Obviously, if that is the Peter Safran of this, we wouldn't have heard his name to the same extent. So
but
of
I've
course,
never seen him.
Is more about Filoni.
Like, so Safran and Gunn seem like a duo. They're always together. Like, I've seen Filoni quite a bit in interviews at Summit Celebration. I've never seen I've never seen a picture of this person, so I don't know if it's a man or a woman.
In the chat, they're saying she, so that makes me think.
But I was like, Lynn, I know a man named Lynn, so I've never seen this person.
Lin Wen too. I don't know. Larry,
I've never seen this person, so I don't know.
Let's hear what Kristian had to say about this. I'm going to be playing this on a voice note from my phone, so give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear this. Hold on.
All right.
I think we all knew that there was a change coming, and I think that the fact that you now have this slightly confirmed, I'm pretty sure from people that I heard from too, this is pretty legit. And I actually ran into Snyder the other night when I was in LA, and he said the same thing, that this was coming soon. So as far as Filoni, look, you guys know my thoughts on it. I don't think it's the right move. I think that they sat around and they said, oh, let's do the James Gunn Safran thing. The difference is that James Gunn has tremendous amount of experience as opposed to Dave Filoni. Does Dave Filoni know the lore? 100%. Is he a Star Wars fan? 100%. But I think he's too caught up in the way that the thing should be with the old George Lucas philosophy with story. That's the way it should be. But with other things, I feel like we're going to be making live action cartoons, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm 100% wrong, and I hope he proves everybody wrong, and that this is actually burning for it. I hope that works.
Okay, that was the first part. Here's the second part of the message.
You don't want to root for someone to fail, but overall, I just don't think this is the right move. I feel like that we're going to be more so in the Filoni-verse than Star Wars universe, but I could be wrong. Let's see what happens once we get past the projects that Kathleen Kennedy set up. Starfighter is hers. These other movies are hers. What will Filoni set up on his own? Now, granted, he was there and with her to shepherd these things, but what are the projects that they do together that are new? Time will tell. Are we ever going to see an Andor again? Doubtful.
So what's interesting about that too, and he makes a very good point, and this is the same thing as with Gunn and Safran. Oftentimes when these regime changes happen, we don't actually know what the result is for years, because the studios have planned movies and shows out and video games so far in advance that even if this takes place after Mandalorian and Grogu or Starfighter, we're probably looking at 5 years away from seeing what the actual impact of Filoni would be.
It's here. I was thinking about that. It's tough too, because, and again, this divided a lot of people, but when Gunn came in, he made the choice to say, I'm starting over. No Cavill, no Affleck. This is done. Filoni's coming in and we don't know what he's saying, but Star Wars has never had these different collective universes. It's always been Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I'll say this now that I don't know how to pronounce her name, Chabade, the Ray movie director. I think that movie's gone. I don't think that's happening. I think it's like when a studio exec comes in and a pilot or a movie's in production or a movie's in pre-production. Nope, that's the old studio. I'm not being attached to that. So they start cutting everything to start over. So I think Starfighter, that's gone. I mean, that's of course going. And Mandalorian Grogu, I think after that, it's a completely different thing. I think all those projects, the Taika thing is gone. I mean, I think it's been gone for a while. I don't think Mangold Star Wars is going to take off, because it's that old thing is like, if it's a bomb, then it's stuck on the neck of the new person. But if it's successful, they didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, of course.
So it's just like, well, I can't get the flowers for that. So I think, like you said, it's going to be a period of, but who knows? I mean, maybe because this has been in the works for a while, maybe it's a smoother transition than that. I have no clue. No clue.
That's what they say. Success has many parents, but failure is an orphan. Nobody wants to claim it. And yeah.
So
yeah, go ahead.
Like just to what Harloff said, like that's why, and he thinks he doesn't. He's never said this. We don't know, but he thinks Filoni does not like Andor because it was so different from what Lucas and what they did. So, I have a feeling we will never see stuff like Andor again. And it's a sad thing, because that's probably one of the best things Star Wars has done. Again, in our opinions, it doesn't matter. That's for the general, who knows, public, but who knows.
Yeah, I wonder if Filoni is extremely aware of the sentiment towards him from people like you and Kristian, and if what his thoughts on that are. Like if he's like, no, this will be the Filoni verse, or if he's like, I am gonna hire the right people and have them do the right projects and kind of be more hands off. and like less like a gun and more like a of course I'm blanking on Marvel Feige.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know that Filoni's capable of being a little bit hands off, but you never know.
You never know. We all we're doing is healthy speculation because with Feige, we don't know, but apparently he's very hands on everything, and that got to the point why Marvel had that run where things were not good because he was stretched too thin because he was everywhere. And again, I say this because like I was all in on Star Wars for so long, and then I just kind of drifted away, and I didn't watch a lot of the shows because it just didn't capture me anymore. And that's kind of sad. I feel like Andor was the thing that brought me in. I think this Starfighter seems like a thing that's really kind of going to bring me back in. So who knows? Who knows? I maybe he looks at the trilogy like, oh, when Rise of Skywalker and Last Jedi, they really dropped a bomb on that. We're never going back to that kind of thing.
I want this for you guys so bad. I want it to be somebody that you guys are happy about and that you feel good about. Did you have a dream announcement for this?
No. See, it's tough because 10 years ago, I would have said Filoni, 100%. He was the guy I knew as the Star Wars guy. Like when Gunn was announced, I'm like, yep, perfect. He will be great at this. Like I just knew from because there was never a period where Gunn started doing stuff where I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know if I like this now. Now seeing Gunn, I'm excited for DC directed not by him. I'm like, okay, he's bringing his sensibilities. There were some things in Superman.
Supergirl, you're very excited for Supergirl.
There was some stuff in Superman, like I didn't need the needle drops. That is a very Gunn thing. But it's like saying going to a Tarantino movie and saying you don't want this. It's a Tarantino. It's a Gunn thing. I would love to see these projects that are shepherded by him, but with a director's vision. Like I cannot wait for Clayface. I cannot wait for that movie.
You and me both. I'm very excited for Clayface.
So I like, and I think he is a kind of man that knows when to step away and go, no, this is their film. I give him notes, and I think it should be this. But he's not going to go, you know what? This needs a needle drop. Because that's his thing. That's him as a director. He's not going to force that on some other director. So Filoni, like, it'll be interesting to see like his first pick for what he wants to do and who's going to direct it. So we'll see.
As I'm looking in the live chat, it is interesting that not one person has said that they think that this is fake news. There has not been one person.
Oh,
who's like,
it's.
And
I
so,
think Brock's because. No,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think that people know it's been rumored for so long.
Yeah,
they say a year. It's actually been rumored for longer than that. People have been reading the tea leaves, the writing on the wall, and so while people have opinions whether Filoni is right or wrong, not one person is like, "No, I think Kathleen Kennedy's sticking around." I haven't seen that tape, which is interesting.
Here's something for you, Rocks. So we talk Filoni and Star Wars and Lucasfilm, but this also would entail Indiana Jones. And this is like, I know Filoni is a Star Wars guy. That's interesting for me,
Mikey. I think that's interesting for you, Mikey.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean,
I like Indy. I like Indy, but I wasn't out here naming my dog Indy. Like, you're the Indy guy. So
yeah.
I always, of course, when we hear Lucasfilms, we think Star Wars. But that's a great point. What does that mean for Indiana Jones? Any excitement for you?
No, because. Okay. The reason I say this is because they keep beating a dead horse with that. I want Indiana Jones it's over. It doesn't, but I know Kennedy was a very big, she wanted to, there's talk of a TV show and talk of a rebooted movie. And I'm like,
what about Filoni? Any idea of Filoni's thoughts on
Indiana? That's what I'm saying. Like, I have no clue what this guy's thoughts on either. So maybe he's going to be like, no, Indy's great. Indy's George Lucas and Spielberg. That's done. We ain't going back to that. And if he makes that decision, that man has earned so much goodwill from me. That will go a huge way. If he goes, you know what? Our Star Wars is a mess right now. We're fixing this. Indy is Indy. Indy is done. We did it. They're great films that those guys did. It's not going to work.
Not milking the tea.
Milk the teat. The teat. T-E-E-T. The teat. Rocks.
Teat. Not milking the teat, Mike.
Yeah.
I want to know how you guys feel. Let us know. Of course, we think that this is real, but are you excited about this Filoni team up? Do you think that he is going to give us the Star Wars that not only we want, but we deserve? Curious from you guys. Okay, Mikey,
Yes.
I want to tell the people about something. More importantly, Kristian wants to tell the people about something. And then when we come back, we'll be talking all about that trailer that finally dropped. But before that, let's hear a little bit from Raycon.
This message is sponsored by Raycon. I am living in a Raycon world now, man. Everywhere I go, the gym, walking the dog, subway, my little one, I just gave her Raycons, and she is digging it. If you're looking for a holiday gift, I've been using Raycon's Essential Open Earbuds like every day, everywhere I go. They're so good. For me, I love that I can play music and still hear what's going on around me. That is one of the key things. You're so locked in, but you still can have access to the world, and it doesn't, your safety is still good. Right now, the good thing about Raycon, they're up to 20% off for the holidays, so definitely grab them while you can. Regular earbuds block out everything. You can't hear someone if they're calling your name, there's a car honking, anything. These Raycons, once they sit just outside your ear canal, so you get really clear sound, but you can actually hear what's happening around you too. This is why I gave my little one these. She loves to listen to her music, but if I need to say, hey Z, and she can hear me, but she can still listen to her music. Raycon has over 3 million customers, and the sound quality is just as good as the way more expensive brands. They're half the price because they're not paying for celebrity endorsements and all their retail markup stuff. If you don't like them, the best part, 30-day guarantee. There's an open ear design. There's a multi-angular hook. It's lightweight, multi-point connection, 36 hours of battery. That's what I love about it. I'm telling you, I love these things. I have the New York Yankee ones, and I use them religiously. Now, the ones I got for my little one, the Essential Open Earbuds, they are here for the holiday season, and they are selling fast. Raycon audio products are up to 20% off this holiday season. You have to go to buyraycon.com/Kristian Open to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. You got to order by December 15th, guarantee delivery by Christmas, because great gifts shouldn't show up late. This is one you're going to get. And everybody who's been getting them so far is saying, you're right, Raycon's did. Shiz. Can I say that? I just did, I guess.
Listen, obsessed with Raycon. Obsessed with Raycon. I don't know if it's a selling point anymore that if you order now, you get it by Christmas. That's a lot. That's a whole year. I'm just kidding. That's our Kristian's voice for the day, which we're happy to have. I saw a few guys in the chat wondering where he is. You guys know he's out here for the Critics' Choice. And he also has a ton of meetings. You guys know he's been working on this pilot. He's been working very hard on it. You know, the pilot that I'm going to be in and very excited about. And he is kicking butt for the channel and to make things always bigger and better. So we continue to support him. And I know that you guys...
Gotta milk that teat.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you for putting that on in the middle of my speech about Kristian. It was epic. You guys miss him when he's not here, but I feel like Mikey and I have the goodwill of the people at this point, and we appreciate it. We've got 7 super chats so far, though, so keep sending them in. We got to hit that. What is it, 63? So we got to get to 100. That's how you guys always have to do in order to bring it home. But we got to at least beat Roca. I thought I was going to see Roca at the Critics' Choice. I didn't see him there. I thought that was his bag.
It's a drive. He's got to drive from San Diego, so I don't know if he'd make it. No, he would have done it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I have to ask him. I don't know why he wasn't there.
I haven't seen him in a little bit either. Okay, so we had that Doomsday trailer. Now, what's cool about doing the Tuesday show every week is that we've been able to talk about all the Doomsday trailers because they drop on Monday. We get them Tuesday. They drop on Tuesday. Friday. We get them, whatever it is. We get to talk about them here on this show as the official, not just as the leak. Mikey, did you see this before today, or was today the first?
No. Well, what happened was, it started leaking. It sucks with these things. I get what they're doing, 100% building anticipation, but people are not going to not leak them. I don't understand what they think. Like, it wasn't attaching it to Avatar. It's not like, hey, we got to make sure people see Avatar in its 4th week, so let's put this there. It's made $1 billion already. That movie did not need the press. So I don't know why they're not dropping it simultaneously, because we get these shitty fucking ripped versions of it, and then now they're AIing it, so it looks kind of like James Mars did in Chris Evans, but not really, but it looks real. I couldn't not see the screenshots. I've not watched the official one that released today, nor have I seen the leaked ones yet. I want to kind of sit and watch it with my time. So I know what it is. That's why I didn't rush to see it. Like it ruined it for me because I knew what it was. I'll take back what I said though. I know I said this when they first started doing these. I'm like, what are they doing these for? There's 4 of them. What's the last one's going to come out in January? But apparently there's 6 of them now, and they're going to lead up to the Super Bowl, which is going to be a full trailer, which I don't know if you were there, Rox, but Harloff and I said there's no way they're doing a Doomsday trailer at Super Bowl. They'll do a Spider-Man one. So it seems like they're leading up to the Super Bowl, which is crazy because you got a whole Spider-Man movie that we haven't seen anything about yet that comes out before this.
Do you think that is potentially why? Something happens in Spider-Man that is relevant
from what I heard, and again, I have no insider information, that Spider-Man is completely separate. It's its own thing. It's kind of like a throwback to an old school Spider-Man standalone film that doesn't connect to Doomsday. Holland's not in Doomsday. So I don't know. I could be thinking that they know that the Spider-Man is a guaranteed hit. I know people are saying Doomsday is a guaranteed hit, but I would have thought Fantastic Four would have been a pretty surefire bet too, and that proved to be wrong. I think there's a lot of Spider-Man is Spider-Man, and that is an evergreen character. It's kind of like Batman. No matter what's going on with universes, Batman and Spider-Man puts people in the seats. I think Doomsday is a tightrope they're walking. It's a very fine line between nostalgia bait. Why do we care about these characters? Oh, the characters that I did love for the past 3 years, you're ignoring, and you're just. It's tough, Rox, because I see the sentiment online of people going, they know what this feels like. Hey, what didn't work for the past 4 years? Remember these people you did love? Well, we're bringing them back. Forget these 4 years. Forget these characters. Look at these guys.
I have completely different thoughts on this.
Really? I'm all ears, Rox. That's what you got.
Actually, I don't know if actually you're going to think that this is different, but I watched the teaser. I haven't seen any of the leaks. I've avoided them all. I don't know how I have become so good at that. Don't test me on that, guys. Don't start sending me leaks of things. But I do a pretty good job of avoiding leaks. And this was my favorite of the 3 teasers that we've gotten so far. Because
why is that?
I'm so stoked to see the X-Men. Like, I'm way more stoked to see the X-Men than I am to see Steve Rogers. Yeah.
Why?
Because it even though it isn't fresh and new, it feels more fresh and new than seeing Captain America and Thor. And there is the nostalgia factor, but also we've been waiting for the X-Men in this universe for a long time. Is this the exact way that I would have done it? No, but I love the X-Men in general. I'm a big X-Men girl. When I say that, I don't mean like I'm the most knowledgeable X-Men.
No, but
I love
you don't need to be.
Right.
You don't need to be. That whole thing of you're a fan
concept
because you know X, Y, and Z about the history of the comics. No, if you like them, you're a fucking fan. That's all that matters. That's all it is.
And I am, and I want to see what they do here. And it was this little tidbit that kind of got me, I don't know, got my heart going a little bit, that I was like, oh yes, I'm actually really excited for this part of this movie. And so I don't know. Last week, Kristian and I, when you weren't here, we talked about this. I kind of was like, why, like you, Mikey, why are they doing this? Why are they doing these Avatar trailer thing and then dropping them online and the 4 of them and then what? But they kind of seem to be working. They kind of seem to be getting the people talking about Doomsday for an extended period of time. If Marvel wanted to do was put themselves back on the map and be the water cooler topic of conversation every week, they certainly are doing that right now. Because you know what we're not and it's not a competition between these two, but when's the last DC story that we've had?
Probably the Supergirl trailer. Because there hasn't been... They haven't announced anything, but it's like if Roxy, if they drop Batman tomorrow, the casting news, that would dominate over Doomsday. It's the seesaw of give and take, but it's just like
Of course, and I don't mean to compare the two because, of course, it's not Marvel versus DC. I'm just saying Marvel's doing a great job of staying in the news every week right now.
You made a good point. It's staying in the news, whether you like it or not, whether you think it's if it's nostalgia baiting or a good story. You're right. It is talked about, and there's no such thing as bad publicity, as they say. My thoughts are these, Rocks. Like, I'm a big X-Men guy. I grew up with Cyclops. Like, he was my guy.
Okay.
And then to see the movies happen and to see him get relegated to this bit part.
Do you like James Marsden?
I love James Marsden. James Marsden is what I would love. If my career was at that level, I would love to have his career. Like,
you guys are very similar.
We very much like lean into the comedy with Enchanted, but also can do the action. Like, I love him. I think and seeing him on that, was it Jury Duty or The Juror?
So good.
And seeing him build that relationship with that guy and be a good person, I'm like, I love that guy. But anyway, so leading up to X-Men, and it's funny, there was a lot of backlash happening kind of online I saw recently about Cyclops, because when the films were in development in the 90s, the studio wanted to use Wolverine as the audience's eyes into the world. Like, how do we bring this audience into this world? It was through the eyes of Wolverine. And there was times the script was called Wolverine and the X-Men. And so then the movie happens. Hugh Jackman, no one knows who he is, but audiences fell in love with him. So rightfully so, Fox took that, and every single movie was Wolverine, and Cyclops got nothing. He is the leader of the X-Men, should be in the forefront of this. And that's why I love X-Men 97 so much, because that first episode, did you see that show?
No.
Okay.
Animation
that first show
is for everyone.
Yes, it is. But that first show showed people, they go, like, that's how Cyclops needs to be. And Bo DeMeo got a little flack online because he was touting how, like, Marvel listened and they realized how good Cyclops is. And people took it as like, oh, just because you did an X-Men 97, you think Fox is doing it. It's like, no, I think Feige realizes that he is the leader of the X-Men and should be at the forefront. Again, I don't know his character in the role in the movie, but that said, Rocks, and I'm very excited to see him get his flowers finally and take the forefront. For me, when Fox was sold to Disney and Disney came in, the Fantastic Four, I really wanted to see what they would do with it, and the X-Men. But I'm going to say this, and this is my hot take. As long as we have Hugh Jackman or whoever in the role, and he's now talking, he doesn't want to do it. He wants to keep doing it. He doesn't want to retire. As long as that's the X-Men or that's the Wolverine, the MCU will never truly have the X-Men on their own. It will always be the Fox X-Men. It will always be this one foot in that world that's still there. I really thought Marvel was going to do a complete reset, and these are all new mutants. This is all new versions of these characters, but it seems like whether they kill off whoever in this, seems like Hugh Jackman is going to be around for a very long time as at Wolverine, and I think that's a mistake because it just will never.
Listen, you're talking to a girl who said, I want a hard reboot of every single Marvel. I want an absolute hard reboot. So I'm not with you on this. I love Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, obviously.
He's
nothing
Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve level of he is the character.
He is the character, for sure.
He is the character, and he will always be associated with it.
When there was rumors that, like, Taron Egerton or there was a couple other people, I was like, I could see that. I could see there was
100%.
But, you know, I do love Hugh Jackman. I'm a fan of hard rebooting things so that the kids can have entry points that don't include watching 400 movies in order to understand something. But
or we just don't have a Wolverine for a while. You know,
well, I definitely think that would have to be the answer. I don't think you can go from having one Wolverine to the unless.
And I know people were saying Laura Kinney is X-23. That would be the kind of Wolverine in this world. But it's like, but she's already established as Fox. We've got her. We've seen her in now 2 movies. And again, a lot of this can change after Secret Wars. But just hearing Hugh Jackman say, "Look, I made a mistake. I want to keep doing this." But I know Feige has a relationship with him. But I also could see Feige at one point going, "You know what? We loved having you, but we've got to go our own way now. We got to chart this path with it." Because the mutants, that was their big thing. Like, the Fantastic Four, whether you loved it or hated it, I enjoyed it. I don't think it moved the needle enough with people to go, wow, this is vastly different. I think the Mutant Saga, which is what the next saga is, that needs to be the hard reboot and start over. And again, Secret War could be that. That could be the final nail in the coffin of the Fox movies. They're done. And now what's going forward, but we don't know. So I'm going to wait and see. Let's wait and see like everyone else.
Mikey.
Yes.
We might have to start talking about porn again because
I'm all about that.
We only have 10 super chats in here right now, y'all. We're halfway through the show. If we want to beat Roca and Winston, then we got to get them questions in. And today we're talking about Kathleen Kennedy, your guys' favorite topic, and we're talking about the Doomsday teaser. So send in that support. We appreciate you guys so much. We appreciate you for being here. We appreciate you showing up early wherever you are in the world. Thank you for spending time with Mikey and I on the Kristian Harloff Show. Okay, Mike, let me tell you this. We're not going to do a whole TV time today, but I will talk about Stranger Things because after this entire saga, it finally had its finale and I saw it. So I want to talk about that. So we only have time for one other story.
Okay.
And I feel like because I'm with you, that story should be the James Bond rumors. But I'm going to let you decide. Would you rather talk about the James Bond rumors or would you rather talk about the Tomb Raider cast?
Let's do Bond because I don't know anything about the Tomb Raider stuff.
All right, good. I was hoping that you would say this so you can tell me how legit this is / if we care about this at all.
Okay.
Let's hear from our man, G-Man, over at Dark Horizons as he tells us about the Callum Turner Bond rumors. Okay. Callum Turner as Bond rumors heat up. Back in November came reports that 35-year-old British actor Callum Turner, best known for being Dua Lipa's boyfriend, best known for his roles in Fantastic Beasts and Masters of the Air, has emerged as the frontrunner amongst the bookies to take over the role of James Bond. Good voice, Rocks. The rumors gained traction. Turner was spotted on holiday with his partner, Dua Lipa, or as Kristian likes to say, Dupa Lips, in Jamaica, where they stayed at Golden Eye, the former estate of author Ian Fleming, which is now a hotel. The Daily Mail has added fuel to the fire this past week, reporting that Turner himself has been blabbing all over town. He's got the part and that everyone in his circle is talking about it. It's the worst kept secret going. They add that Dua is over the moon for Callum. She's been saying she'd love to record the Bond theme. Subsequently, both the Times and the Independent picked up the story. World of Real has now added to the story, saying, according to their sources, Turner has caught the attention of Villeneuve and Amazon / MGM. And yes, he is due for a screen test in the coming weeks, but he still hasn't nabbed the role, not even close. Their source adds that Jacob Elordi remains in the mix as another potential candidate. Either way, director Denis Villeneuve is currently in post-production of Dune Part 3 and isn't expected to commit to any actor until much later in the year. Stephen Knight is penning the script. Physically, Turner is closer to Bond than some of the others who have played him. 6 foot tall, stormy blue-gray eyes, dark brown hair that can easily be made black. What a funny line. Lean and not overbuilt. He's got some name recognition, but still mostly an unknown. I don't know about that. And comes from a working class background like Sean Connery and Daniel Craig. All right. Thoughts on this, Mikey? Is this true? Would you want it to be? How's it possible?
I think I like him as an actor. I remember it was Fantastic Beasts. I think I saw him in. I love watching movies that when I see an actor I don't know, and I'm like, ooh, this guy's good. Like,
he's very
it's
good.
Just something about him pops. He's got that actor, that thing about an actor that just when they're on screen, they pop and you're like, oh, I want to watch this guy. I don't know. There always seems to be, whenever these casting happen, there's always like a red herring thrown out there that's distracting from the real person. But I like him better. I think it's Jacob Elordi. Is he Frankenstein, right?
Yep.
I think that guy's too big. He's way too big. I think, isn't that guy like 6'3" or something? He's just massive.
Very, very big. He's also from Euphoria, and he was at the Critics' Choice Awards, and they kept showing him, and he was eating. And I was like, how are you still eating? Whose food are you stealing?
Well, if you're 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, but there's not enough food. Where are you?
If you're a big man, maybe he bullied people for their food. He's like, those are my grapes. Give me my grapes.
There's like 5 grapes. Like, give me more grapes.
I think if it is, I'm on board. He like everything they described. He's got a good build for it. He's got a good look.
I do think it would be cool if he was Bond for Dua Lipa to do the theme. That would be kind of cool.
That would be very cool. And that seems like a very hip Amazon thing to do. Like Amazon seems like a different vibe, and it's just like takes advantage of the fact that they're dating. Now that could end spectacularly in flames if they break up during the production. You know?
Yes, it could. Yes, it certainly could.
Yeah, it seems like I don't know if the whole thing if he was in the running, I don't think he'd be around sitting there talking to all his friends.
But I don't know that he is doing that. They're like, he's been running his mouth. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Like if I had something like that where I was until I was probably shooting, I wouldn't say anything to any of you guys. Until I was on set shooting, knew it was like, okay, I've done a month of work. Okay, maybe I can tell now. But he's a good choice. Of all the people, like I've always liked Aaron Taylor Johnson, but I always thought he was kind of a little too famous.
I love
there
him.
Were a lot of I do too, but there was more people out there.
I don't know that Aaron Taylor Johnson is, like, for lack of better words, that famous. People a lot of times don't know his name.
I know he's just
more famous than Callum Turner. He is more famous than Callum Turner.
He's MCU. He's done Nolan films, but like even in Nolan film, he wasn't recognizable really. In that Tenet.
I saw
excuse me,
Kick-Ass, that he was so much younger.
Kick-Ass, yeah. And he doesn't even look like that anymore. So it's just like, oh yeah, that was him.
Wait, there was an amazing. I saw him. He was in a Sherlock Holmes movie as a child, and I was like, holy shit, is that Aaron Taylor Johnson's face? He was he's like 8. He's like this little boy.
In the Downey Jr. ones?
Yes. He's like running around the streets, and Downey Jr. takes him pickpockets or something. I was like, holy crap, that is I guess that's like an 8-year-old Aaron Taylor Johnson. It
was 2010. Yeah, 15 years ago. If he's let's say 8 or 10,
he was like a little kid in it. It 25? Was crazy.
Yeah. But I think this is probably of all the casting I've heard so far, this is the one that's got me the most excited.
Okay. Well, I'm happy
because I don't know him well enough, and he does not have a part where he's just like, oh, he's known as this. Mm-hmm. Like Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig was a working actor before. He'd been in a lot of stuff. And I remember, like, that's a good point. Like, I remember seeing Tomb Raider.
I like when you make a point and then you say it's a good point.
Yeah. He was in Tomb Raider.
I'm about to make.
Yeah, he was in Tomb Raider. And I remember watching Tomb Raider and go, who's this guy? I've never seen him before. This guy's got something.
That's a good point.
And that was about 3-4 years before Bond. So, yeah, I'm good on that. I don't know box office, Roxy, but I know casting. How about that?
Yeah, that's true.
I think he's a good point. I think he's good thing.
I think he's a good point.
Yeah, he's a good point.
Good point. Enjoy that Coke with a straw. Why do you drink your Coke with a straw? To avoid the rat poop?
Wait, what?
Why?
I don't want to. I gotta keep my teeth white, so it doesn't go on my teeth. I'm gonna drink it. Don't get me wrong. I drink a Coke all the time. I might Diet Coke through the thing, but I just, if I can help it, I drink through a straw because I don't want my teeth getting all the shit on it.
Thank you in the chat. I can't remember things that were from yesterday. That was Shanghai Nights that he was the little kid in. It was not. It was not Sherlock Holmes.
I was gonna say, Rox, Sherlock Holmes wasn't that long ago, and if he's an 8-year-old, I don't think he's 25 years old. Shanghai Nights, that makes a little more sense. That was about 25 years ago.
Thank you, Mr. Boy Yankee. Thank you. Okay. Well, listen, Shanghai Nights and Sherlock Holmes are very similar movies. So, who's to blame me? No one. No one is.
Are they though?
We got 25. We got to ramp this up here as I don't do a full TV corner, but I am going to tell you guys a little bit about Stranger Things. Mikey, I'm going to keep you on the screen here, even though you are not a Stranger Things aficionado.
I want to talk about Stranger Things when you say your thing, because I got some thoughts.
You do?
Well, let me tell you this.
Okay.
I don't understand what it is about you guys that, not you, Roxy, just you people that love a show.
Who are you calling you people?
You people. You people that love a show religiously, you talk about it, you love it. And then you lose your fucking minds when something doesn't go right in the last season. I saw it on Walking Dead, I saw it on Game of Thrones, and now I saw it on this. Like I remember Harloff. Came into Collider one day and was getting ready for that final season of Game of Thrones. And he's like, the office is excited. Everyone's like, oh, it's the final season of Game of Thrones. I go, watch this. And in 6 months, I'm going to talk to you all and you're going to hate it. And you're going to say it was awful. And Harloff, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. Game of Thrones is going to end. It's going to be the best show ever. And sure enough, everyone went to shit on that show. And now this same thing, like, and I have a thought. My theory is this. It doesn't end the way you want it to in your head canon. So the writers don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're doing. Fuck this show. I don't get it. What is it, Roxy? You're a TV girl. What is it about people in the last season that they lose their minds and they just 180 on the show? What is it?
I liked this final season of Stranger Things.
They're good. And you're the kind of person that I'm not talking to you then.
But
no, what is it?
Of course that does
Why?
happen. And you just named 3 shows that I watched every episode of. I'm the only person I know who watched every episode of The Walking Dead. I stayed with that show until the wheels fell off. I watched obviously all of Game of Thrones. That one was a little more frustrating to me. The best example would be Dexter, which to me had the worst finale of any finale.
Oh.
How I Met Your Mother, which had an atrocious finale as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is that they do something that you don't want to do. Like this is spoilers for Stranger Things. Spoilers for Stranger Things. Some of the characters in Stranger Things didn't end up together that I wanted to end up together. But I liked the show anyway because I wasn't as obsessed with that. What really irks me is when a show does the opposite of what the moral of the show was supposed to be. Like to me, the end of Game of Thrones was so tough because I felt like they were trying to send us one message and lesson. And then with what happens with Khaleesi, they were like, actually, scorned women be scorned women. And that just fucking happens. Nothing you can do about it. I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? Like, this show has so championed strong women and all different types of women. And they were just like, nah, incest is incest. And sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And like, it was just like, did you not watch your own show? That was so weird. And I still love the show. I don't now dislike the show. I just don't like, and it wasn't even the final season I didn't like. It was the last 2 episodes that I was like, wait, what happened here? And the same thing with who ended up being on the throne, who I ultimately thought should have been Sansa. And I just thought what they did with Arya, what they did with Daenerys, and what they did with Sansa was such a piss in the face of the strong women characters that they had built that I was like, this is weird.
A piss in the face.
It was a piss in the face. I just thought that the show didn't watch its own show. Like you missed your own show, and especially a show like that, which is based on books, and they went past the books and they were like, now we'll just make our own ending. And it was like, that's so not what he would have done. Granted, then write faster. Why are you taking so long to write these books? Not that we're owed the books.
I see what you're saying.
Like,
but
you know, they made a choice that was clearly not what was going to happen for me. So that's why that one bothered me. But like you're saying, what doesn't bother me is when they make decisions that I wouldn't have necessarily made, but it doesn't take away from the show. It's a valid decision to make. Sometimes people don't end up together, like the Wonder Years as a throwback. You know, like that happens where you are rooting for people and you're like, wow, sometimes these characters just don't end up together. People don't get what they want. I just watched, this is not come out yet, but I just watched Coach Carter for the first time for Real Rejects. And spoiler for that, they don't win at the end. I was like, that's a bummer. But that happens in life. I still love the movie because it's great and it's real stories.
Right.
So I'm not upset when little things don't happen. Like in Stranger Things, did I want Nancy and Steve to end up together? Yes, I did. Did they end up together? No. Do I think they made a cool choice anyways? Yes, I do. So yeah, I just think I'm with you that people get so self-righteous and think that they are
in their headcanon of like what they want.
Owed what they want. But I just really don't like when people mess up their own show. Like you did not watch your own show. You didn't watch your own show.
I think maybe Game of Thrones is not the best answer because I remember watching the video of the table read of the final episode. The actors were just like, what? And throwing their scripts up. And I'm just like, I mean,
why'd you do
there's one thing to say. Yeah. If a writer's been with the show from the beginning, but also if you're the actor that's been with that character from the beginning, you've got a pretty damn good idea of what should happen.
They just didn't stick the landing.
I mean, I've never watched Game of Thrones, but I think there will come a time I will watch it and get into it because of just the cultural impact that show has had.
So let me ask you this. Now that Stranger Things, the finale is out, will you ever go watch this?
I don't know, man. And everyone tells me, Mike, being a kid of the 80s, you will love this show. I just, nothing I've seen clip-wise has made me go, fuck, why am I not watching this? Like Game of Thrones, I'm like, why am I not watching this show? But nothing with the show makes me go, yes, I got to watch it. I don't know.
They did do, in the ending episode, there's two characters that have been like very
Besties?
bonded. No, lovers. But kids, so make-outers. It's just
heavy petting.
They're heavy petting. And I'm now trying not to use names because I don't want to give it away in case you ever watch it. But they did flashbacks of them through the whole seasons, and that was the best part of the episode for me because I was like, oh yeah, I remember all these moments that built this here. Yeah. Stranger Things really suffered from having its seasons being so far apart and having its actors be kids, so they look so old now. Yeah. I don't mean so old like they actually look old, but these are not children anymore, and they're still playing children. So, but I really appreciated this. I like the 11 storyline. I like what we did with Max. I think that. Oh, okay. So you've heard about the big coming out story. I heard one likes boys, one likes girls on the show, right? Or one likes girls, one doesn't like boys. I don't know. There's the one guy's like, I don't like girls anymore. Yeah, like, that's the clip I'm seeing. Yeah. Okay. So people like hated that coming out storyline. I thought that it was fine. I thought that the scene, people were like, it was a 15-minute coming out storyline in the finale. I'm like, it was 3 minutes long. And I thought that it was a little awkwardly timed and the people in the room did not need to be in the room. But it didn't bother me as much as everybody said it would. I just thought it wasn't great. It was not perfectly written, and it was a little oddly placed. So, those are my thoughts on Stranger Things. I actually liked it. I think that for the most part, stuck the landing. I think that the show would do better upon binge than it would upon watching it for 5 seasons spread out over 10 years.
Okay, so you're saying, okay.
So, I think that you would actually enjoy it more if you were just like, I'm going to barrel down and watch this.
Okay.
Those are my thoughts, and I am sticking to them. All right, Mikey.
What's
time has come, my friend, for ships and shoes and sealing wax and super chat.
Wait, what? Shit and shoes and clothing racks?
Do you ever say something and you're like, I don't know what this is?
All the time.
This is
all the time. The shit that comes out of my mouth, I'm like, and Shannon will be like, what did you say? It's like, yeah, that's that saying. You know, the cock that crows twice in the morning gets more eggs than a basket of hens.
So Grammy says the time has come for ships and shoes and sealing wax. I don't know what that is.
Ships? That's probably like a fucking World War II saying when the guys were going to war. Like,
time has come, my friends, for ships and shoes and sealing wax and scavengers or something like that.
Grammy.
But that is what that is. So, oh my God, not Grammy hitting on Brad Gilmore when I took him over to her place.
Grammy.
She said, you are very dapper.
Dapper. If there is a word to describe Brad Gilmore, it's fucking dapper. That is a word. He 100% is dapper.
But today, the ships and shoes and sealing wax is a transition into, let's take some of these super chats. Pew, 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 pew. You ready for this? 34. So let's triple that.
Bad. We're halfway. To Roca.
We're halfway to Roca, but we got to triple it to try to have a real shot at winning the week, which we want to do because I would love to start this week off as a winner this year. You know, I want to start the year off as a winner.
Me too.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm a winner at life, Roxy. So
that's true about you. Always. This is your first show of 2026 together. And it'd be cool.
Kick it off on a high note.
Yeah, let's go. Here we go. Sean McCabe, always the man. Glad you had fun, Roxy. Our devil in a red dress. Yeah, I did wear a red dress. That red dress was the one and only Steph Sabra's, like everything that I wear. Thank goodness for her closet. You can't just be out here buying new dresses all the time. It's too expensive.
I'll bet. I'm fortunate enough to worry about that.
Mr. 10 S1K, thoughts? Oh, good. For $2, Mike, will you answer your thoughts on America versus Venezuela? Kristian won't kick us off the show forever.
Yeah, he won't kick us off on this one.
I will say my thoughts are yikes. Yikes.
Okay, my thoughts are this. I'll say two things. One, if you've never seen the movie Wag the Dog, go watch the movie Wag the Dog right now because we're living it. And two, this seems very reminiscent of the past two times you've had a Republican in office going to war over one thing, but it's about something else. That's what I'll say.
And
or watch Jack. Yeah.
And that's what we have. David Jordeo, sorry. Hey, friends. First, I just want to say my short film, Inspiration in White, won Best Student Short at the Niagara Falls National Short Film Festival. That is awesome.
That's awesome, man.
And then David had a part 2 that says, next up, I want to know your thoughts on the Stranger Things finale. I liked it, but I've seen some people hate on it. Give me a positive take, Roxy. Lucky for you, I just did. I liked it too.
We're mind readers, and we knew that your question was coming in there, buddy.
Just to add on to this, I really liked the David Harbour Winona Ryder ending that we got too. So that's a positive take. RQMDSMD, support for Roxy, Mike, and Mike's dog. Have a great show. Thank you. We will do our best. We are so far. Here we go with I Am Too Fly Cam. Filoni only does member Barry storytelling. Pass. So this is a South Park reference to the member berries. Remember when? And then you it's all nostalgia telling.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way, but it does seem like you're not in the minority. So there's that. Okay, go into battery IV4, I4V. I can read. Mike, I'm 11 inches. What are you? Andor was peak, by the way.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
You heard him.
I'm what? You're wait. I don't. Do you have a lady friend? That doesn't seem like.
Let me tell you
what. That doesn't seem fun, buddy. That doesn't seem like fun for anyone. Oh my God. Oh, sorry.
What are you looking at?
Just some girl walked out of her car and she was striking. I'm sorry. Whoops.
But ask her if she wants all 11 of batteries.
Hey, lady, can you take 11 inches?
I don't know a single woman that could do that.
I don't here's the thing, pal. I don't know. Are you happy with that? Like, do you like it? I like to exercise. I can't imagine working out with something like that. What, Rox? Could you imagine running with something like that?
I didn't know if you meant exercise or if you meant exercise.
Oh, no. I meant exercise, like true exercise, Rox. If I would have said fucking, I would have said fucking. I don't need any innuendo with you and me.
There's this one
Roxy, what would you do? What would you do? Some dude whips out 11 inches in your face and it hits you in the side of the head. What would you do?
You think that's the first time I'm seeing it? It's hitting me in the face?
Maybe.
I've definitely heard of women having to end things with their man because of their size. I've never heard a woman ending things with a man because too small. I have because of too big. Yeah. Because if you can't, you can't.
I hope this is what he's referring to. We just didn't take it to a shitty to a bad.
Because then he says Andor was peak. So.
Yeah, it's like, I got my 11 in. What about you? Andor was peak though. I'm like.
He then says, "Can we trade Star Wars for oil res in Venezuela?" Okay.
Can we trade oil res?
There we go. Mike Joyce.
Oh.
Mike. Oh. You ever find your Survivor self tape?
Funny you ask. So I talked. You didn't hear? Were you with us, Rox, or you weren't? Yeah, I told you that. I auditioned for Survivor.
Yeah.
So my mom called. I talked to my mom over this weekend, and she's just, Michael, your father and I, we were putting away Christmas decorations, and up in the attic, there's these box of VHS tapes. Do you still want these? And I'm like, yes, hold those. I think it's in there.
Oh my God. I can't wait. I need you to figure it out.
So I'll have to find them. I told her when I go back there, I got to digitize it. If I have it back, I don't know. I know. I should go back as much as I can. I know.
Tom Hanks says Drake May. Yeah.
I don't know what that means. What's that? Is that a baseball player, football player, musician? Who's Drake May? I don't know.
He's the QB for the New England Patriots.
How would I know this? I can't. I could. Roxy, you could say, Mike, here's a football team. Give me one player on that team. I couldn't do it.
Okay, let me say this, Mike. Give me one player on the New England Patriots.
Drake May.
There we go. Now you can.
There we
RQMD
go.
SMD support for Roxy and Mike. Hell yeah. Love to see it. Darren Wright, 1984. Roxy and Mike, the best birthday present ever. Happy birthday.
What are you, 41, buddy? 41? 42?
Well, 1984 could just be a random year that he wrote.
Usually when people do that, it's their birth year.
Mike,
Yes.
I just remembered I had a bone to pick with you.
Oh, Christ. Here we go. Now what? Well, now what did I do?
You made a promise to me that you didn't keep.
Well, I don't see you anymore, Rox. I thought about this. Hold on. I thought about this because I was eating them last night. And I was like, oh, I didn't get Roxy any of these. And it's like, why don't I? He's like, because I used to see you once a week. Like, see you in person.
Last week.
I didn't know you were going to be there. And I'm not going to bring chocolate balls to a fucking hotel.
Why?
Because, first of all, they've got to have a temperature is very consistent with those things. I have a very limited window to get them to someone because they melt.
What if I come over?
I didn't know you were going to be there.
What if I come through?
Come through what?
You're in Shannon's spot.
You mean come? Did you say come through or come to?
First I said come over, and then I said come through.
Oh. Well, I'd have to make new ones then for you. I don't want to give you old stale ones.
Why?
Because that's not how I do things.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I want them so badly, and I just don't feel like you give it.
Say it, Roxy. Say it.
I want your chocolate balls.
No, I want your balls so badly.
No. I want your chocolate
No, I won't
balls.
say that now. I won't say that now. Anyway.
Go back. Was I the only one who was unreasonably annoyed by the waterfall count? They couldn't CGI in one more.
Is that from Avatar? Or
I don't know.
Things? Stranger Things?
I don't know. Maybe Doomsday?
Go, pal. What's it at? What is that in reference to?
I don't know. Can a guy blabbing all over town be real? I guess that's probably about the Callum Turner James Bond thing.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. If you're in that close to the running for Bond, you're not telling anyone. You're not sitting there going, yeah. Because what if it doesn't fall through? What if it falls through?
Oh, the waterfall thing was Stranger Things thing? I didn't notice what you're talking about. My bad. Sorry. Scott B236, support for my new fave duo. Hell yeah, let's go, Mikey.
That's
Let's
what I
go,
like.
Mikey. Let's go, Mikey. No, Mikey.
I'm sorry.
Where do you keep looking?
I got the stories pulled up that I'm trying to get that Harloff has on my computer. I'm just going through them, making sure we, got them all here. Anyway.
You're still looking at that girl, aren't you?
No,
Mirjam.
she's gone. She left.
Support for because she couldn't take the 11 inches. Support for the lovely Roxy and lovely Mike. Mirjam, you rock. Thank you so much for that support. Scott B236. Roxy, when is the next live stream? It's a good question. I usually go live Wednesdays and Sundays. It's just been a crazy holiday schedule. I would say that the next live stream, it was going to be on Wednesday, but now I'm supposed to go see. I was going to go to the Pit premiere, but now I actually think I'm going to go see the Primate movie. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do it before that on Wednesday. If not Wednesday, then Sunday, but it should be this Wednesday. Thank you for asking. He also said, hope your vacay with new guy was awesome. Guys, Mikey met new guy.
It did.
The vacay was awesome. The vacation was like truly amazing.
Oh, wait, was that all your picture you're posting? Was that the two of you on just vacation?
Yeah, you at Joshua Tree. He took me there for Christmas, which was so nice. But funny enough, so I posted that, and then the next thing I posted is that Brad Gilmore took me to the Critics' Choice. So everybody was like, hard launch, hard launch, hard launch. And I'm not correcting anybody. I'm just gonna let them think that Brad Gilmore.
Yeah, but I thought for a second, like I knew what was going on, Roxy, but I'm like, why isn't she posting this dude in the picture? Why isn't he there? Why isn't there like a hand or another foot somewhere? Just her in the fucking desert.
I posted his back with his dog.
Yeah, I know. I just expected a little more, but anyway.
More?
Yeah,
You
a little
got to
couple.
meet him.
Yeah, but a couple pictures holding hands, or
Yeah, but he's not like.
he's
I'm
not
not
photo
like
guy.
ready for that.
Oh, okay.
Slow
Okay.
roll. Slow
All
your
right.
roll.
Hey, take your time. There is no clock.
Scott B236. Mike, are you looking forward to 007 First Light?
100%, my friend. I wasn't at first. I don't know why. I just the young Bondish kind of put me off for a second, just when it was announced. But then I started watching the trailers and getting more into it, and it's the team behind Hitman. So the Hitman games are so damn good. So hopefully they got the right tools in place. Yeah, I am very much looking forward to it, though.
We're at 45. Let's at least double that, baby. We've got
We can
time.
do it. Come on.
40 more minutes. Here we go. Go, Google says Lordy is 6'6". Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Critics' Choice Awards, they asked him. They were like, aren't you like 6'7"?
Stop.
Michael Jordan
Stop.
tall. He is so tall. I met him a couple times.
Yeah, that's
He's
just
very tall.
Yeah, because I remember there was an article, interview with Guillermo del Toro, and he was like, he is of a mythological size. And I was like, mythological size? That's a beast. But yeah,
He's
so
big,
Bond, I'm
big
like,
boy.
too big for Bond.
Big boy. Mike Joyce, Roxy, Roca, and Snyder both mentioned on last Hot Mic they want you to guest on the Hot Mic. It'd be fun to see you and Roca push Jeff's buttons. Anytime they want me on the show, I would come on the show. Roca and I are like Roxy Roca duo coming from Collider. I love hosting with him, and everybody knows that Snyder's one of my closest friends. So you know what Snyder did? The bar at the hotel was closing that you guys were all at, and I wasn't going to be there. And he texted me. He was like, they're doing last call. Can I grab you something? That's friendship. He knew.
Yeah,
I don't want to show up there and not have a drink. Fuzzy Bubbles 01. Well, with the so-called Stranger Things secret episode being released tomorrow, I hope if it happens, all we see is Will come out of the bedroom with unredacted Epstein files and all UAP government files. That's hysterical. I don't think the Stranger Things episode is actually happening, but I've heard those rumors. That would be really crazy.
What does UAP stand for? Is it unidentified alien projectile?
No.
What does it stand for?
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Okay, I wasn't too.
What is projectile?
It means something that is thrown or flies. Projectile.
Oh, I think projectile vomit.
Yeah, again, thrown or flown. Out there, like aliens coming at you. Unidentified.
What do you think Dingus McNally means when he says that Roca thinks that you guys aren't that close, Roxy? What do you think that means?
That Roca probably doesn't think you guys are as close as you think you are. Oh, no. I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, he's probably wants you to be close, but he doesn't think you guys are close.
It feels like you've had this conversation with him.
Roxy, you're just a tough person to gauge your closeness with. Like, I've known you for a decade, but I also know that I don't think we've ever had heart-to-heart conversations. And the one time I tried with you, you had like 15 things going on. So, like, I remember you were going through a really bad breakup, and I took you to Tom's 7 for chicken fingers, and I wanted to get you to talk. But you are a girl that's constantly on the go. You've got so much going on. I think for you to sit and zone in on one thing for once is a hard thing. And I don't mean this. That's not a negative. It's just you are able to function at such a high level of things going on. Hold on a second. I want to say something. The gentleman caller, Rox. I would love to pick his brain to see what the two of you are like when you are just the two of you.
Huh. Did you ever see my ex and I as the two of us?
Wait, what?
Did you ever see my ex and I as the two of us?
What do you mean as the two of us? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean if I've seen you as the two of us.
You just said you would love to see me as the two of you. And I said, did you ever
I know. I would love to be in your brain or to watch you interact with that person when it's just the two of you.
Yeah. You would love to be a fly on the wall.
Yes. And to see, I would love to see if I, in all fairness to what you were saying,
I do have a ridiculously hard time opening up to people.
Yeah.
That's a fair
Listen,
assessment.
that's life. That's not
Yeah.
and to dig at anyone. That's just, but
It's
I don't mean it
definitely
like
a
that.
fair
I just mean let me ask you this. When you do, are you able to make that person and you, the conversation in that moment, be just the two of you?
Wait, what?
Are you able to quiet out everything else that's going on in your life and just be about that person?
I think I'm very good at doing that when the conversation is about that person.
Okay. Gotcha. But when it focuses to you, you can't.
I don't think so.
Okay. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. Astute observations from Mike Kalinowski, somebody I think that I'm close with, who thinks that we may or may not be close.
That's not true.
Rox, to say.
No, because here's the thing,
Who's
Roxy.
to say?
I know I could call you at any time of the day or night.
I'd come running 100%.
And you'd be there for me.
I got you.
So that says closeness. That says closeness.
Scott B in the house. By the way, wait, sorry, Michael D with that support. Mike and I had to have a moment, guys, but we are back and better than ever with 46. Let's keep them rolling, baby. I think Bond is like Batman, Superman. The character sells, so you don't need to pay for a recognizable name. Just get someone right for the role.
Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more with that assessment. I 100% agree with you. I think you could get an unknown for Bond, and as long as he's good, the audiences will be there.
Haskell 420. Happy New Year, Mike and Shannon and Roxy. And if the new boyfriend is still around, Roxy, you looked absolutely stunning in the gorgeous red dress at the CCAs. You were the best dressed. E should have put you number one. Thank you very much. That dress by Steph Sabra, as always.
Wait, didn't 1 year you went to a event and people put you on the worst dressed?
Yes, I did.
Was that one of Steph's dress?
SAG Awards. No, that was a dress that was sent to me.
Oh, gotta stick with Steph stuff.
That was one of the most expensive dresses I've ever worn. Here we go. Darren Wright, 1984. I'm going to attempt to write my first book this year. Ooh, Mikey's a good person to talk to about this. About the life of a bad guy's henchman. Thoughts?
That's great. First of all, man, I'm going to say this as someone that procrastinates myself. Just write. Set aside some time to write. And even if you write gibberish on the page, man, just write. Because once you get going, the thoughts will start happening. It's the hardest thing, and I only could speak for myself, is just to actually find time to sit down and write. I'll think of a million different excuses, but once I get going, I won't stop. So I started, and it was when I did my book, the first one, I forced myself to write for an hour a day. I set out a block of time for an hour, no phone, no anything. And even if I stared at that blank screen for an hour, you do that, and the words will come. Yeah.
I think that's very good advice. Mike would know better than I do. I think that sounds cool, though. Bad guy's henchman. Like,
that sounds great. That's a great concept.
Noah Sparks. Whoa, 775. I hope we hear from Dave Filoni more. We never see Kathy. Lucasfilm is quiet company, and I hope they can be more transparent than they have been.
Careful what you wish for, because I'm with you, my friend. I want transparency, but look at the kind of the backlash that Gunn gets. People are like, he needs to be quiet. He needs to stop talking. I think that guy wants to be transparent, and he likes calling down rumors and sharing stuff that he loves, because his passion is palpable. And I hope Filoni, like you're saying, becomes that. Kennedy, and you might have heard Harloff and I talk, she was never like a spokesman. She knows how to do bullet points at a presentation, but she's not a Feige. Like Feige, if you've ever seen that man talk, he knows what he's doing. So I don't know about Filoni. He seems more like the behind the scenes kind of quiet creative, whereas Gunn's kind of a more performative creative. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Fuzzy Bubbles. I like the finale. I did too.
Good.
Mike Joyce, Roxy. Hope you can host the show with Steph on Thursday. I didn't even know that was on the table.
That'd be a fun show.
Is that something that anybody discussed at any point? Where is that coming from, Mike?
Maybe because Harloff will be out of town.
You would think he would have said something to me about that then.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let me check my schedule. I'm filming Real Rejects like 10 hours on Thursday, so I would have to see. Man. RQMDSMD support for Roxy and Mike. Let's go 100. Okay, we are almost halfway there, so we would have to keep it pushing. I am Too Fly Cam. Hollywood too small for DC and Marvel going this long. Batman 2 already with 2 MCU leftovers now. I like Sebastian Stan, so I'm hopeful. Go Seahawks. What?
Hollywood too small for DC and Marvel going this long. I don't know.
And Batman 2 already with 2 MCU leftovers. Who's in Batman 2 that was an MCU leftover? And what's going on with Sebastian Stan? Did I miss a Sebastian Stan story?
I don't know.
Go Seahawks. Mikey, name the sport.
That's the Seattle Seahawks football.
Way to go, Mikey. Tell us what you mean. I'm looking in the chat. Sebastian Stan's supposed to be Two-Face?
Oh, really? Well, didn't Snyder post a picture of Two-Face recently on his Instagram or his Twitter, not say anything about it? And if that's the case, man, that's some damn good casting, man.
Go Snyder. All right. Mirjam, I thoroughly enjoyed Stranger Things. Me too. Liked it a lot. Happy.
Good.
Armada. Mike, imagine you and Roca interviewing Brandy Love about her political views. I'd be on the floor crying, laughing.
Yeah, she's big MAGA.
So in the chat last week when you weren't here,
yeah,
I believe it was Mike Joyce who said that it's hard when he finds out that his favorite stars are super right wing.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way or do you not care?
Now, are we talking stars as in movie stars or stars as in
corn?
It's very hard. Yeah.
Kristian said he doesn't give a shit.
It's very hard. Here's the thing, Rox. It's different. If you're conservative, I have no problem because my best friend is conservative. My parents are conservative. If you are MAGA, it's very hard for me. They're two different people. They're two different groups of people to me.
Okay, yeah. Go pal. That's a misquote of the walrus and the carpenter. Probably the ships and shoes and sealing wax thing. I don't know what's the actual quote. The Shay Markel. Any thoughts on Krasinski reprising his role for this Jack Ryan movie dropping soon? Do you want to see Rainbow Six movie with he and Michael B. Jordan? Actually, don't know.
I thought they finished filming that movie, so I'm assuming it's probably in post production, and I would assume if it's Amazon, they're deciding whether it's going to be theatrical or not. They teased the Rainbow Six at the end of Without Remorse with Michael B. Jordan. I would love a Rainbow Six movie. Yeah.
Javis Salvatierra 8687. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Hell yeah.
Welcome.
Sorry if I butchered that. Darren Wright, best episode of TV, JD's Scrubs finale or Mandy Moore's train episode?
I didn't see either of them. The Scrubs finale or Mandy Moore's train episode?
Is Mandy Moore's train episode an episode of Scrubs? I don't remember that.
I didn't see either.
I loved Scrubs, but I haven't watched it in so long. Kenya King, add I Love LA to your watch list. Rocks, great HBO show. Kenya King, add my watch list to your watched because I talk about I Love LA every week. It was excellent. Loved the finale. Really, really good. I got to see the girl from that was also in Marty Supreme at the Critics' Choice, and she, I think, is about to be a huge star. Go pal. Lewis Carroll, Alice in Wonderland poem. Actually, I read a lot closer than I realized. The time has come, the walrus said, to talk of many things, of ships and shoes and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings.
Your grandma's quoting Alice in Wonderland?
I don't know. Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland, though. Okay. Haskell 420, 3 of the best series finales, MASH, The Shield, and Star's epic Spartacus series. Their new spin-off, Spartacus House of Asher, is fantastic. Oh, really? You're the only person I've heard who has watched that.
Spartacus. I haven't watched the new one, but the old Spartacus is awesome. Awesome.
Harv's 4181, happy 2026. Why? Question mark. Should be an exclamation point. Let's go. What will help this year go down a bit better is more of your wonderful impressions, Roxy. Happy that you said that to me.
Oh God.
I thought that was really good,
It
actually.
hurts.
Wait, what?
It
Was that
hurts.
not really good? Kristian will especially appreciate it. I agree. I am Two Fly Cam. Seahawks versus Patriots Super Bowl rematch. We make things right. No, I don't want you to make things right. I was at that game in 2014 on the 50-yard line. Greatest day of my life. Okay, what else do we got going on in here? Okay, Michael D, 81. On a scale of 1 to 11 inches, how excited are you for the Batman 2
All right.
casting news?
Let
So
me
is
see.
that news?
I'm looking this up
Yeah,
now.
look it
Hold
up.
on.
Look it up.
What
Look
is
it
going
up.
on here?
Look at us. Look it up. 47. Guys, let's go. We have 20 minutes left in the show. We got to at least beat Roca and Winston.
So Sebastian Stan is in talks to star in the Batman Part 2. He's in talks.
Okay. How would you like?
Now, well, Snyder, he says, will seemingly play the part of Harvey Dent.
Do you
Boris
think
Kitt
that's
from
good
Hollywood
casting?
Reporter. I think it's great casting. I think he's fantastic. I love Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, me
Love
too.
him.
All right. Go, pal. That was Stranger Things. During Mike's story at the end, they hiked to the top of the cliff and there are only 2 waterfalls. Oh, I missed that. It was 3 waterfalls the whole time. Missed that. Sorry. Sean McCabe, how long until Catherine Bigelow makes a film about the Maduro raid? I would say 5 years.
How long was the Bin Laden? With her,
I think that was about 10 years.
Yeah, not too long. That'll happen.
Okay. Let's see. We've got one more coming in, and then should we wrap the show? We shall see. Draw J8846 Sebastian Stan in the Batman Part 2. Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh,
Yeah, it
snap,
seems like
oh,
he's in the
snap.
talks. He's the runner for it. So that's great.
All right.
That's great.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
So,
excuse me.
Good for Snyder for continuing to break things.
Yeah.
I think that. Yeah, I think that really would work for casting. It's also interesting because when Roca came on, he was talking about how he feels like they're not giving money to James Gunn, and James Gunn can't cast any stars, so he's been having to go with no names, which is not my opinion.
Roca's hate boner for James Gunn is insane. Just think of that. Roxy, listen to what you just said. They're not giving him money to cast stars.
I understand. I think
you think if Tom Cruise said, "Hey man, I want to be in DC," nah, we don't have the money. We don't have the money. These people with their stupid ideas, and again, I say this, Roca, I love the guy, but this stupid, like,
we just hit 50. Let's see if we can double that.
Now we gotta beat Roca just for that stupid ass comment.
My point of that is though that he was talking about how Matt Reeves is given a lot of money and can cast anybody, and I don't think that this helped that situation. If Sebastian Stan was just cast, Roca's going to be really leaning into that narrative. Seattle KO.
Hold on a second. Why? It's still WB giving money to the.
Yeah, he says that Matt Reeves gets money.
Okay.
Support for Mikey Chocolate Balls and Roxy. Thank you, Seattle KO. Paul Hitchcock. The doctor told me not to eat anything fatty. I said, like potato chips or something. He said, no. I mean, don't eat anything fatty. Paul, you proud of yourself that you got Mikey on that one?
Punctuation is important.
Greg Scott Bailey. The lack of an extra waterfall is actually a clue. Okay, if you say so, Greg Scott. What do you think about us having 20 minutes left that we could be here, but having no more chats and hitting 50? You thinking that we should wrap?
Roxy, I've come to the conclusion that I cannot guess or judge what makes one of our shows good and what makes them super chat heavy or not. I just don't know. There's no rhyme or reason.
Huh.
So,
well,
It looks like
new
we might have
member.
to end it. Hello, new
Anna
member.
Beth Notovitsky 9009 became a new YouTube member. Thanks.
Welcome.
No, what?
I said welcome.
Oh, I thought you said you're welcome. I said I was.
No,
not
I said welcome. Welcome.
Cool. Greg Scott Bailey, waterfall. If it was just Mike's story, it would have all 3 waterfalls. All right, I'm not deep enough in the lore to know about the waterfall stuff. Apparently,
But do you go?
What?
John needs to lose. I agree.
Fuzzy bubbles.
Do you go chase?
Johnny's.
Fuzzy.
Do you know tiny bubbles in
Tiny bubbles in my wine.
Makes me
Tiny
happy.
bubbles make me feel fine.
Very good.
Do you know the song about Jason Waterfalls?
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah, why is Jason Waterfalls leaving? Why is he leaving?
Don't go. Harfsk 4181. Mike, but can't you just freeze your chocolate balls? That way they would travel better and last longer.
I could, but if I know I'm going to bring them somewhere, I just can't freeze them for the hell of it. I got to know I'm bringing somewhere. Very time sensitive on these things.
I don't get why you won't do it for me.
Oh.
Scott B 236. Or can you give me the chocolate ball recipe?
No. It's my recipe. It's a secret.
Fallout Season 2 thoughts. Amazon has locked me out. I don't know what happened. I cannot access my Amazon for 2 weeks. I have not seen an episode of Fallout Season 2.
I don't watch Fallout.
I
didn't
love
play
Fallout.
the game either.
I don't know what is going on. It's been impossible. I can't do shit. I have to figure out a new Amazon. It is so I don't know what is happening.
Ask Rufus.
What?
Ask Rufus. He's the Amazon helper. Rufus.
No.
It's like their Siri. Rufus.
Isn't
yes.
Echo there or
No, Rufus.
no Alexa? Isn't Alexa their Amazon thing?
Rufus.
Who's Alexa?
Rufus. That's like the dot. The you got to ask Rufus. That is Amazon's support. Rufus. I'm positive. I trust me. I know.
Okay. Casey Grant in the house. First time I watched the show last year, Mike was mad at Roxy. I thought he hated Roxy. Today, I feel you're best buddies. Love you both. What were you mad at me for that time?
No, I think that was the episode where you and Harloff were going at me, and I was just like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. And then people were like, Mike disrespects women. He hates women, the way he talked to her. Was that a year ago already? No, see, I think people don't understand. Yeah, if you did come in, you could have assumed that. But I've known Roxy for a decade now, so.
Kristian and I got into it briefly at the beginning of last week's episode.
Did you?
We all bicker about shit.
Sure.
I love everybody on this channel. I'm trying to think if that's not true of somebody. I don't know Chris Carr as much. I really like her. We never host together. I don't know her as well. But everybody else I know.
Chris Carr doesn't seem like the kind of person that you could get angry with.
No, it really doesn't.
Her personality is like, I don't like how to see getting angry at her.
Yeah, truly. I just
Harloff or you or Roka. Yeah, 100%.
Or you.
Or me. 100%.
Not Steph. Not
No.
Winston.
Not Steph.
Never Steph.
Yeah.
All right. Support for Roxy and Mike. Settle for 64 RQMDSMD. No, we never settle. Get out of here.
Never settle, but we gotta knock Roka because I ain't dealing with his James Gunn
working on it. Michael D. Support for Roxy and Mike. Settle for 67. Where are you coming up with that number?
I'll settle for 69.
Battery. Would you become an OnlyFans manager, Roxy, not a pimp? I don't think I'd be particularly good at it.
Why not?
Managing it.
Managing.
The tech side of things is not really like my strong suit, as we've learned.
Okay.
And the managers of OnlyFans, they are responding to things very timely. Like there's a lot of stuff.
I get you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Support. Thank you, GoPal. Thanks for that support. We appreciate you. Tiny bubbles
in my wine. You want to talk about old songs? I had my girlfriend's car last night. I was running a couple errands, and she's got Sirius in there, and I clicked on the holiday station, but like it's not the holidays anymore. They were just playing like old timey songs, and there was a song by Perry Como that was the most perverted song I've ever heard. It's like about meeting a girl, and then her two sisters show up, and all three girls want to go home with him. He's like, I want to go home with you. We want to go home with you too. And I was just like, what the fuck are we listening to here? Yeah, Perry Como. I'll tell you right now the title of the song. I just got a screenshot of the
I want to know it. I also want to know why.
Perry Como, I want to go home, in parentheses, with you. Yeah, go listen to that. 1940s.
What's up with your car?
Nothing. I just had her car.
You guys do that? That's cute as shit.
Well, my car's stick shift. So anytime I could drive hers because it's electric, I would rather do that.
Go, pal. Are you into physical media?
100%.
No.
I'm a huge physical media
I've been on a 4K binge recently.
Dude, who's that? GoPal? GoPal?
Yeah.
And Amazon right now, they are doing a 3 for $33 special, 4Ks. 3 of them for $33. I just got F1, Nobody 2, and Fall Guy for $33. 4Ks. Go right now, Amazon. They're not all 4Ks. They got a lot of Blu-rays in there, but it's called 3 for $33. Do it, man. Stocked up.
Okay. So that is.
Do we beat Roka yet?
Fine. We didn't.
Oh.
Oh man. We're at 62.
What's Roka 67? Come on, we got to beat Roka. Come on. How much you got? 20 more minutes? 15 minutes?
We got 12 minutes and
let's hang out. Let's do the full 12 minutes.
I don't know that we're allowed to.
What do you mean we're not allowed to? We got the time of the show.
That's
I don't understand that.
I
don't understand him with that.
I know it is weird. It is weird.
If the show is supposed to be 2 hours long,
I know.
Why can't we go the full 2 hours?
And why do we go over all the time, but then we don't get a bonus because we lose and then we gave an extra hour?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. It's true, Rox.
Go, pal. My Dogma 4K just came yesterday. That's cool. I love Dogma.
Nice.
Those are my guys. Greg Scott Bailey says waterfall. This waterfall gate's really a thing, apparently. I'm Two Fly Cam. Roxy and Mike, do your partners restrict contact with past partners? My lady gets insecure because I met with my ex to help care for her elderly mom.
That's a good question. And I'll be honest with you. I had maintained somewhat of a friendship with, like, they weren't ex-girlfriends per se, but they were ex-girlfriends, but from many, many years ago. And it got to the point she was just like, yeah, I don't want you talking to that person anymore. And it wasn't anything. How did you
feel about that?
It wasn't anything. I probably I shouldn't have been friends with the person. The conversation, because you have a history, and it might be harmless or whatnot, but it might not be. So she didn't say like, hey, you stop talking to this person or I leave you. Oh, here's a good example. So for many, many years, I had a friend with benefit. Okay, we'll say that.
Did you say benefit?
Well, there was one benefit of the friend. We were best friends, but we also had the benefit. And when we got together, I was very excited for my girlfriend to meet my friend. And
why?
Because she was also my best friend. She was my best friend, and I wanted her to be happy for me. But she was always like, there's something, that girl loves you. There's something with the two. There's something there still. I was like, no, we was friends with benefits. We just, and she's like, no, I think there's something there. And over time, she was just like, yeah, I would rather you don't talk to her anymore. But then what's weird is like she met her out one time. They were like grocery store, and she's just like, oh, I feel bad because I really like her. Seems really cool. You could talk to her if you want. And then like a week later, she's like, yeah, maybe not. I changed my mind. So I understood it. My girlfriend, I've never said no to any of her exes, but she's very much like, she cuts people off. When it's over, it's done. So. That's a tough one though, because you're helping your ex with her elderly mom. That's a mom is involved with a family member. But like, I guess your girlfriend would be like, why doesn't she have a partner that can help her? Why is it you?
Or
why do you have to? Yeah. Why is it you?
To me, it totally depends on people's comfort and level and like how long it's been. You know, like I have an ex that we dated over a decade ago who I went to his wedding to his wife.
Yeah.
And I just texted him for his birthday or whatever, and no issues with that. But my most recent like long-term ex, I hope to never say another word to again in my life, you know, and like I don't think my partner would be cool with that regardless. So yeah, I think it kind of depends on when and how. Luckily my person is not on social media, like they don't even have a Instagram account or anything like that, so that kind of helps me like not feel as much like they're messaging. Like I don't know, I feel like sometimes when people don't text, they like DM stuff and things get weird and you don't know. And so as long as you're upfront and honest about stuff too.
Yeah, I get that. I understand.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how we're doing in his house. Fuzzy Bubbles. Keep going. Here we go. Go Pal. Accidentally pre-ordered from an Australian vendor. Pre-ordered. Oh, the
4K stuff?
Yeah, 4K stuff.
Well, you should get it anyway. I mean, it's Amazon, or just cancel it before, it'll be canceled. Amazon's easy.
B, large roll / small project, or small roll, big project.
Ooh. I'm at this point in my career. Well,
tell me.
I don't know, Rox. I think I need small roll and big project because the name gets out there more. And the bigger name. My buddy just booked a role. He shot it for a massive tentpole movie that's coming out this year. Massive movie. No. I know people that done stuff on that, but no, he is an acting role. Like he said, he's like, I audition with lines. My character doesn't have lines. But he's involved with a very effects heavy sequence in the movie. It's going to be massive for him. I had a role. I was up for a role. I went pretty far into callbacks for The Accountant 2. And that would have been awesome to have. It was a small role, but watching the movie, it's the funniest scene in the movie.
Oh.
So did you see The Accountant 2?
No, I haven't yet.
No. There's a scene where it's a guy line dancing in a bar and Ben Affleck hits on his girlfriend and he tries to get into a fight with him and John Bernthal throws him through a window. It was
that would have been so cool.
Awesome. And the girl that would have played the girlfriend was a ebony goddess. Roxy, I could have had my hall pass at the same time as being in a movie with Ben Affleck and John Bernthal. It would have been the best ever.
I think you should ever utilize that.
I got it though, Rox. She gave it to me. It's there. It's allowed.
No,
yes.
It's kind of like the situation we're at the grocery store and then she's gonna be like, don't do that.
No.
Yes. No. I did the last two things that I shot were that movie Always Lola, where I was a large role in a small project, and the movie Wildcat, where I was a small role in a big project. So I think there's merit to both. I also think I'm at a place right now, Mikey, where small roles and bigger projects are more beneficial for my career than large role in small projects.
Because you could say
either
you were in this movie, and that movie gets out there.
People don't even watch, and they're like, "Oh yeah,
yeah, I know the movie."
Yep.
Yeah.
Dark Smirk rewatched F1. It is it's my favorite of 25. I loved F1. So good.
It's my top. It's my number 2. I remember.
Haskell hashtag beat Roca. We're on our way. John Booze, which is better, Clerks or Dogma? Full 2 hours.
Dogma.
I agree. I prefer Dogma. I like Clerks a lot though. Go Pal also picked up The Killer and Hard Boiled on 4K.
There you go.
Are those from Australia too, though?
John Woo.
My choice. Hashtag beat Roca.
That should be the hashtag every week.
Go Pal. Are you John Woo people?
I like his.
I don't know enough.
I like his stuff more than his Americanized stuff. He's very, very stylistic. But
Greg Scott Bailey, Mike, you wanted to be thrown through the window?
Yeah, man, it would have been awesome.
By John Bernthal.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, sign me up.
You kidding me?
RQMVSMD, support for Roxy, Mike, Grammy, and Lewis Carroll. Chips and shoes.
That to me is still crazy. Your Grammy's quoting Lewis Carroll.
Yeah, I gotta go actually look at what the actual quote is.
I got it. You ever get indigestion, Roxy? I got like fucking acid in my stomach.
You have it right now.
As I'm getting older, I'm getting it more often.
Sounds like you're about to go into a live read. My God, you ever get indigestion? All right. Well, Mikey, we've got one.
Yeah, do
more.
you? Well, do you? Do you get indigestion?
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah, all the time.
What do you use? You take anything?
Tums, Pepto.
No.
Upset stomach.
I just get if I drink a couple Diet Cokes nowadays, I'm like, little hey. It sucks. Mikey Thunder farts.
Mikey Thunder farts with his indigestion and Rocks Cox. Ooh, brutal.
Rocks Cox.
What's both your most anticipated movies this year? Honestly.
Ooh. Well, I'm going to say Clayface. I'm going to say Clayface.
Very cool, Mike. Thank you to everybody who watched this live. Shout out to, go pal. The Movies Boardroom was across the street from my college apartment, same building where they filmed Blackgate Prison Fight. I don't know what that means.
I think it's from Movies is from Jay and Silent Bob. That's a Kevin Smith place. Movies.
I thought we were talking about John Woo still, so I didn't even try to get it. That's the thing, Mike, about us being done with the channel right now, because we got the 78 that came on through, and we're appreciative as hell for each and every one of them.
So we beat Roca, huh?
Yeah, we beat Roca and Winston.
There we
Battery.
go.
Italian versus Mexican versus Chinese versus Japanese food.
Ooh.
We picked the 4 best.
Those are tough. Roxy, I just had so we got a second here. We could talk about this for a second. Went to a buddy's of mine house with Shannon the other day. They had some friends in town. They want us to meet them, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna get street tacos but it's like one of those stands that's just a tent." And I'm always kind of like, I don't know about this.
They're good.
My God, I had the El Pastor. It was a quesadilla El Pastor. Holy shit! But I love me some Italian. But I also love Chinese.
You're not a sushi guy.
So when we say Japanese, we're only talking sushi?
No. There's tons of
like
Japanese.
What else would be Japanese food?
I like Japanese barbecue.
I like chicken teriyaki, if that's considered Japanese. When you go to the food court, is that Japanese? The chicken teriyaki, the vegetables and the rice?
I don't know where you're talking about, but I would think that that's more Chinese.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but they have chicken teriyaki as well.
I don't know.
My favorite is probably Italian.
Food.
Probably goes Italian, Chinese. I don't know. Actually, these are the 4 best. It depends on the mood. I can't answer the question. It's like you're asking me to.
I'd say Chinese is probably my favorite, with Mexican being my least out of those 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good talk. The Movies Boardroom was across the street from. Oh no, sorry. I meant to put up Affleck and Damon kill the Movies board in Dogma. Thank you, Go Pal.
That's right. They come in as the angels.
Blackgate Prison Fight is Dark Knight Rises. I understand now.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I understand. That's cool. Kenya King, apple cider vinegar, Mike, instant help. It does help with the
apple cider vinegar.
Yeah. You make a little like ginger, garlic, apple cider vinegar, lemon.
I gotta drink this?
Yeah.
Apple cider vinegar.
Very good.
Does it taste like shit?
Yes.
Can I just pop a pill?
That's why I said Pepto.
I got my annual physical coming up. I gotta ask my doctor.
Legends of You Both Rock. Go Seahawks. Listen, they're not my least favorite team, but they're certainly not my favorite. 83, Mikey. Did pretty good.
Commendable. It's commendable.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right, dude. Anything we want to tell the people? Where can they find you? What are you doing?
You know where I am. At Mike Kalinowski. Yeah. That's right.
Zantac says go pal.
Okay.
Seahawks.
It's just nice to know more people have this like I do.
Greg Scott Bailey says Seahawks. CB the legend. China ranked Doomsday number 1 for 2026.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I said Clayface. Yeah, Doomsday. That's a big one for people.
What's 2B?
Batman 2? No, 2B
or not to be? That is the question.
Always.
Frankie says Sarkua, Japan is the teriyaki place in the mall, and Lauren Phillips goat.
Yeah, Sakura. Okay, so it is Japanese. I love that.
Lauren
Chicken teriyaki.
Ooh, a corn star.
I love it. Yeah, she's a redhead. Ginger fire crotch.
Okay. I how are you all the knowledge that you have?
Hey, you know TV time. I know porn star time.
Battery, kill, marry, or F. Batman, Bond, Tom Brady. This is rather easy for me.
Marry Batman, fuck Bond, and kill Brady.
Marry Batman, F Brady, kill Bond. So sorry.
You like Tom Brady?
2 billion is what CB was saying. Oh, so he's asking
Doomsday.
is it going to make
Doomsday 2 billion.
2 billion.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's such a.
It wasn't to be or not to be. I thought that was pretty
good.
You guys rock. US to 89, which is more than
commendable.
88.
It's commendable.
It is commendable. Some might say
it's winnable. It's winnable.
It is winnable. Will we bowl to win? Who's to say?
I don't know.
You guys can find me everywhere at Roxy Stryer. I am. Oh yeah, Batman 89. That's cool. I go live on my YouTube channel, and I'm also here and all over the place. Mike, I'm stalling to see if we hit that 90, but I don't think it's coming through. So let's see if I can get these media assets rolling and going. If you were me, how would you close out the show? You would hit maybe open, and then you would hit end stream. Let's see if that works. I hope it works.